Happy birthday, dear Aries. Happy birthday. You deserve it wholeheartedly because this month, the month of April 2018, is gonna be a pivotal month in your life, not just this year, but in your life. So I've decided to debut this channel with your reading as a birthday present for you, and also because you're the first sign of the zodiac. You're the child of the zodiac. You're this fire starter. You're the fire child. So let's get into it. Let's go through the cards one by one, and then we can talk about the general idea. Okay? So, your reading starts off with the Magician. Now, the Magician is an archetype that you embody at the beginning of April. What does the Magician do? Well, the Magician is very skilled. He has all the elements. He has the wand, the ability to do. He has the sword, the ability to think, to cut into things. He has the pentacle here, which is the abundance, and the cup, which talks about emotions. So this person is a person who at first has all the elements, and he's getting this flash of insight from above, from the divine, of what to do and how to wield these as to bring his hopes and dreams and wishes into reality. This is the first card. We start off with the Magician, and because it's the first card, it's like I can feel the amount of changes that you've been through, you've been implementing since last year. As a gentle reminder, last year we had this solar eclipse in August when something was eclipsed out of our life. It wasn't pleasant from what I've heard and talked to many people about. It wasn't easy or present, but hey, you like change. You're a cardinal sign and you're the first of the zodiac. Cardinal signs initiate change. They're not so good at follow through, but they like to initiate new things. It's like they have this sense, the ability and the divine inspiration to bring about change. We also have here on the Magician card, you can clearly see the snake, which is shedding its skin. Okay, that's change. There's another snake here around his waist. So snakes usually symbolize change. So if you fear snakes, it's kind of obvious that you fear change, which is not the case with you, because you like to do this. You don't like so much maintaining or following through with the things that you initiate, but I see you here as being able. Okay? You're a very able, skilled person. You have all your elements here. You have this great altar from where you manifest things. And another funny thing is here that right here on his robe, that is the sign of Mercury. And we start April off with Mercury retrograde in Aries. Well, Mercury retrograde in your sign in the first house. Well, darling magician, you can now restructure yourself. You can be this shapeshifter. You can use these elements on the inside of you. What is working with you, what is not working with you, you can give up bad habits, or give up some of your belongings, or stop doing a certain thing that you know is not working. Better your communication, better yourself in any way that you see fit. I would very much like to hear about this. Like, leave me a comment telling me, how did you use this Mercury retrograde to restructure yourself? What did you change about you? It is also a good period to go back to your past and see what things you used to do that gave you something extra about yourself. What made you happy? Can you bring something from your past back into your current life that is gonna make you more happy? We will see how you will handle this energy. But the fact that it comes up as the first card tells me that you're able to withhold the changes that will come about in April. It's a very consequential month. Very consequential. Then we move on to the Fool. If this is not you, Aries, I don't know what is. This is your inner child. This is how you are on the inside. Purely, this pure soul. And the Fool is going off on an adventure. He is the child that is going away from home. He's starting this epic story now. And he's going away. He's stepping off the cliff because he has this spark within him. He doesn't care what happens. It's like your soul is like this. Your ego is more like this because you have knowledge and you do certain things to get what it is that you want. But your soul doesn't care that much for your safety or anything of the sort. You just need to blindly walk into it. And I think this is what you need to do in the month of April. Blindly walk into something. Just find the courage in you. You don't even need to find it. You are this. You are this, Aries. You're the child of the universe, and we see the sun and the moon reflected here, and these are archetypes for the father energy and the mother energy. So it's like the universe and all that is around you is somehow watching over you. I've always seen this with Aries. Once they embody this energy, their energy, and they go out into the world, they go here in the right side into the future, okay? They can fall on a branch, they can fall into water, they can die, they can fall on a bird and, just fly off into the distance. But it's the universe energy that comes after you and shapes reality so that you are being taken care of. So you can be this child on the inside of you, which is very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. We need this energy when we start new things. Like, if when you're a child, you're like the sponge that absorbs everything around them, all the information, all the experience. And this is what you need to embody if you start a new project, or you want to learn something, or if you want to start a love relationship. This is a beautiful energy to come with. This is beautiful. You need to be the Fool. You don't need no armor around you. You don't need to be protected. You just blindly love, blindly be, blindly follow. Be the Fool. Because you're going to be a fool for another person. It's beautiful. That is beautiful energy. And like the Magician here, you can see that the Fool also has the stick, the wand. Okay, so you got the magic stick. Now I know what you're thinking. Don't, it's normal, you're a fiery person, so okay. Dirty joke aside, we can also see the snake. Okay, we can also see the snake that's on the stick, that's reaching backwards. So we're talking about Mercury retrograde, that's going back to the past to bring things back and restructure the self and analyze the self. So this snake here is reaching to the Fool's back. And what's there actually? Well, the Fool travels very lightweight. He doesn't have a car, he doesn't have much, he just has this little bag here. So I'm thinking that you have a bit of baggage from your past. Not much, just a bit. Okay, but you're not looking at it. You're moving out into the future. Okay? In traditional tarot, the Fool has his coat is falling off, and just like a child, you know how kids are when they play and they lose their clothes or their toys or different things, because in the moment it doesn't matter. They're much more focused on what they're doing. So I'm thinking you're giving up many elements here. You're traveling very lightweight. And with spring coming, I also think that you're gonna show a bit of skin. Yeah, that's okay there. Also in classical tarot, you have, with the Fool, you have a dog that's sitting beside him. It's like a companion. It's like this silent sidekick beside him that's very loyal and just looks after this beautiful child. So we also have that. Now. No, we're gonna go through the cards as I said. Now, this is the central card. Like, this is the most important thing in August, the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is your mission here. Sounds very important because April is a very important month, and if this message reaches you in time, you just need to get that much more serious about this wand, the magic stick. Yeah, it's It's your life purpose and your life mission. And I'm not just talking about career, or although your ruler Mars is in Capricorn, which is the 10th house of career, where also Saturn is, and they're gonna do a bit of a beautiful dance in April, which is gonna make this month in particular not easy, but very fruitful if you harness this energy. If you get clear about what your life purpose is, because the sun is coming up here, you have the rays of light, it's becoming clear as day. You cannot ignore this. You're calling. You need to do this. Initiate it. Start it. Any type of idea that you have, just start it, because it will last throughout time, like a minimum of 20-something years. Okay? Just begin it. It's clear as daylight that you want to do this, whatever it is. If it is work, a project, a relationship, a new health routine, a new religion, whatever it is, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Embrace it wholeheartedly. Even if you don't have the courage, which I don't think Aries ever lacked in, you have this blindly believing in the wand, okay? Blindly going for it, after it, with the wand. Such a beautiful transformation. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and I'm gonna start talking about the general idea, because this is another story here. So, you start off as this, which is normal for an Aries because you're so charming and sweet talker and all of that. Charismatic. Okay, you're a very able person. You bring about good things in your life because you know how to wield the elements to yourself. And here I see you backtracking. Okay, because in tarot you have 0, the Fool, then 1, the Magician. Okay, you can clearly see the numbers here. So in life you start out as this, and then you get to this. This is how we evolve. We start off not knowing, and then we get to a place of knowing and wielding elements to our will. Okay. Interesting fact, Mercury retrograde in Aries in your first house of the self. You see now? It's like you're here. You have all these things, but this is not you. You don't need all of this. You don't. So you lose the clothes, lose the elements, keep even less than what you have here. This person doesn't have much. He only needs inspiration and his elements to wield things. This person has less than this person. Less clothes, less elements. He doesn't even have an altar, because where he is, that's all that matters. What's on the inside of him, how he feels, his experience. Okay? So enough with the material. It's like you're implementing minimalism here. You understand the importance of minimalism because all the important things are on the inside. home is on the inside, and this person knows. Before he sets out on this new adventure, home is on the inside, and he doesn't need much. And I see this as being a very healthy thing, because you have all these elements around. You have people that collect things that there's this expression that the things you own end up owning you. And it's like you're cleaning up all the things that you don't need. And it's not just objects. It's a conceptual cleaning up. It's a conceptual implementation of minimalism. That you don't need, I don't know, certain ideologies, certain thought patterns. You don't need certain addictions. You don't need, I don't think you need much to be happy. It's like you find yourself. It's like you find your child self, and this is all that matters. This is what is making you happy. And that's a beautiful thing to have. This is 1. This is 0. So this is 1, okay? The 1 Aries, first of the zodiac. So you're working on yourself with these elements and the divine inspiration. But then you're on the move. This is a moving card. This is starting. This is the alpha. This is the initiation card. And then even more so, this is a fiery card. This is an initiation card. This is even more this is accentuated action. So I see you going and throwing away things. Like, this is minimal. And yet you find this another place where you can be more happy with even less than here. And again, this card, not even this is not your ultimate form. This is the ultimate form. This is all that matters. Okay? So these are the stages of minimalism in your life. Objects don't matter that much to you. A certain place doesn't matter that much to you. Ideologies, everything that you're making up space. You're backtracking with this Mercury and going about in your head, and you realize that this is all that matters. This stick, okay? It's like you yourself are becoming this like antenna for the divine to bring you the knowledge through you, okay? You're enlightened here. It's clear as day that you need to do this. So, if you can, just leave me a comment telling me, what is your want? Even after April, like, what's your want, Aries? What is it? Beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful truth. Getting really clear about what is important in life. This is like having a great spine, being an antenna. It's beautiful. And we have this wand cutting the reading into 2, because there's a beautiful process here, okay, on this side, and the wand is separating. This is the central card, the wand. This is what you need to do in April, like That's the thing. That's the thing. Nothing else matters except the wand. You need to get really... You need to harness this energy. Don't let it pass you by. Don't let anything shunt you away from this beautiful opportunity that you have now. And why am I saying that? Because after everything is clear, you have this this card that is I don't want to say problematic, because you don't need to focus on it, but we are gonna discuss it nonetheless because it showed up. Now, when you go through this type of transformation here, okay, it is normal to have this type of card coming up. 5 of Pentacles. First of all, it's unbalanced. Okay, it's unbalanced. It talks about being left out in the cold, being shamed, being barked at or sent away or pushed aside. You don't need to feel like this. You don't need to feel like this. If you go through these beautiful transformations, it's normal to be looked at as an outcast. This is just a small moment in the month that's gonna test you. This is gonna test you. Because when you have so little with you, it's very easy to look upon other people and think, oh my God, I don't have that thing that I used to have. You don't need to have that. You don't need it anymore. Those people who have, I don't know, designer clothes or sports cars or God knows what house on the hill, and they're owned by the objects that they own because they give so much energy to those things that don't matter. Okay? Now, it's normal for you to also manifest this energy. When you run on bare minimum and you're enlightened, you vibrate at a frequency, Aries, that other people can't. You need to leave out some people that have nothing to do in your life anymore because you're at another level. You have stuff to do. You don't have energy to waste on the old, the unbalanced, the people who made you feel ill or affected your energy in any type of way. You know who those people are. And you need to keep them at bay. You don't even need to focus on them, but if anyone pushes on this beautiful energy here, bark at them swiftly, then move away, then focus on this. Bark this. Now I'm focused on this. Okay. Anyone who tries to come and knock at your door, please put a sign there, out of order, or I don't know, gone for ice cream, coming back, never. Don't waste your time on negative feelings. You know what it is needed to do this. If you're gonna do the wand, you also need to do this. Make people go away whoever is negative or pulling on your energy or trying to make you feel like you're less, okay? You don't even need to focus on it. Look at this. Just look at it. Okay. I could just pull this card out. You see how beautiful this is? You see how this is not even, it doesn't even matter. And there's another side to this card, which I'm gonna discuss when I'll be analyzing the cards from a romantic view. But this energy, you need to, is like, hop over it, okay? Like hop over it, hop, skip, jump over it, because look what it's blocking your path from, okay? This is just a minor bump in the road, like this big rock here. It's just a bump in the road. You can skip over it. This is not important. It's so unstable, and this person is not very stable on their feet, so you just need to get over it or fly over it. Whatever it needs to happen, just get this rock out of your road, okay? Again, you have this dog here. And I said that in the Fool's card in traditional tarot, you have a dog there. So if you need to bark at someone to leave this, just go. Don't be aggressive. Just try to not give too much time, energy, and importance to anything else but the wand. Because at the end of the month, this is the conclusion. The Six of Cups, this card that brings the... It's like you can finally breathe a bit. This card brings in such beautiful energy, such calming energy. Such calming energy. It's like you want this thing. These people don't have much. It's like you have a cane here, and the kids are playing with some cups. This is talking about that emotional stability, that moment in time when you can just breathe. Oh God, it took you so much to get here. Like blood, sweat, and tears. I can see. The blood, the sweat, and the tears. Okay, it's like you're sacrificing blood. You're very active, so you're sweating, and don't cry for whatever people try to pin on you with their judgment. And this is the victory. This is we talked about this minimalism here, that certain things are not worth having, but I think you, at the end of the month, you will get to the conclusion that love is worth having. However, you will experience it with another person or on yourself just by having your life path clear. Yeah, love is worth having, okay? It's worth fighting for. Just having like two age categories in one picture, okay? It's talking about past lives. Maybe you're gonna meet a soulmate that you have connection through time, and you meet throughout lives to do this, have a family. And it's time to see how these cards apply to your love life. And again, we're gonna have a bit of a discussion about this card in particular. Now, if this is your love life, okay, this is one person that is more mature, has the experience, and is able to wield everything into reality. This is a very young person that is so beautiful, crazy, a bit, maybe just walking into situations. And this is a very beautiful love connection of the two. I mean, I see this person in other combinations, it can come up as a shady person, but here it's like you're it's like you or the other person, whoever the more skilled, experienced person is, it's like this person is kind of guiding this person, the other person, the younger person, into this. Okay, it's like, come on, go this way, go this way. And it's not in a shady way, because they both have be the fire starter for this beautiful epic story on which you embark either on your own or with another person. So again, Aries, happy birthday. I wish you all the best for this new year. And I'm waiting for you to tune in again next month for your May reading. Happy birthday and goodbye, and good luck to you. Have fun.